Okay, so the next piece that we want to touch upon is assertiveness. And I think assertiveness is there's a whole load of stuff we can do around this. There are a couple of things that I would say that are ultimately really important. There is a lovely idea here of, if I can't hear your no, how can I trust your yes? If I can't hear you being critical, if I can't hear you actually saying no, stop, how can I trust when you're positive or when I hear you say go? Because there's a whole load of people, and this is like prevalent within the communities like the Qigong community. There's a whole load of people who will just spout beautiful things. And after a while, you're going, you didn't really mean it, did you? You sometimes need to have that edge so that you can turn around and say, actually, no, I didn't like that. Which will mean that when you do say, I did like it, the I did like it actually means something. And this isn't assertiveness as such, but it's an interesting piece about when we move into assertiveness. To me, when you talk about assertiveness, we're talking about very straight and direct, unemotional, generally, unemotional feedback. So, it tends to work in that space of you're telling somebody exactly what they need to know without any emotional content. This ability to turn around, if you need to take control of a situation, if someone's starting to be distracting or difficult within a class, you need to have the ability to actually stop them. You need to have the ability to say, right, okay, enough's enough, we're here to do Qigong. That is quite a strong assertive statement. Enough's enough, we're here to do Qigong. Or, right, we're here for Qigong. We're not turning around and saying, oh, please, can you stop doing that? We're not being like passive aggressive with it. We're not being, oh, I don't really want you to do that. We need to have that strength of stepping up. There's a posture, there's a tone of voice, there's an ability to actually work here. There's a wonderful game that sometimes gets played, which is called the no game. And the no game is when you get someone in pairs, get one person to walk towards the other person, and the person who's holding the space here has to step forward and go, no. And that no needs to have impact. But the no shouldn't be about deflating the person that walks towards them. It isn't a takedown. It's just a no. That's enough. Stop. And playing with this is really interesting. So if you have the opportunity to work with somebody, to pair up with someone, if you've got a partner, if you've got a significant other, if you've got a friend, and you can play with this and go, right, what tone of no works? What you'll find is that the tone of no that works is the same tone you want to hit in those class situations that you have to take control. And you may go, oh, I won't really have to take control. Everyone will work together and all of this. But you never know what's going to happen. It may not be something to do with somebody in the class. It could be that something happens in the space. It could be that you need to actually get people out of the room and you need to take control because there's some kind of emergency. It could be that there could be anything that goes on. We need to have the ability to actually turn around and say, no, stop. Enough's enough. Moving on. Or, right, going to this person now. It's really interesting in the online space as well. When you see somebody leaning in and they want to say something, but somebody else is talking, having the ability to go, right, Bob, whatever the name is, Bob, what have you got to say? Ethel, time for you to speak up. These types of bits. That ability just to have a very short, sharp, and assertive piece that you can do is really powerful. So explore assertiveness, have a look around it. Again, check out the manual, see what you find in there. Have a look elsewhere, because we can go into this in great detail, but assertiveness is this kind of opposite end of the scale from passive aggressive, which is, oh, I really don't want you to do that, and oh, it really doesn't make me feel nice when you do. It's just like, no, just be straight up with somebody, be direct, they will respect it. Okay, I'm going to stop blethering about that one. I hope that was helpful. Thank you.